All right, it's May 27th. We're still in the process of creating the student portal for the Georgetown University Hoya Jobs Central site. I want to give you an update on kind of where we're at, some of the key things that we've done over the last few days. So here we're looking from a student perspective. I've just logged in as Sally 2 Ward, one of our sample data people here. I'm going to take a look at a couple things that are new in the profile. So first, let's go ahead and go ahead and hit on edit for her profile. And I'm going to do some updates here and highlight a couple of things. Okay, so you can now see here that I have completed a profile for Sally, a little bit creative in that regard, but created one for her. One thing about the MBA program, see we can choose the graduating year, leaving it at year, which is a new enhancement. One of the things I really wanted to highlight here is the fact that the student resume, their default or primary resume, was now going to be stored in their profile record. So this is when a career coach decides to do a search and create a resume book at a employer's requests. This is where they would be pulling that resume from. So my resume, I go here to choose this file, and we'll take this one, upload that, and I go back, and at this point, so I've got the document right here. I can delete it at any time, or if I decide that I can't, it was a couple months ago, I can't remember what it was I put in there, I go ahead and download it and take a look at it. So down here, I can pop it open and say, wow, that was what I put in there. Maybe I should change that. And the student can change it any time. Okay, so I've now hopped over here to the Jobs tab, and am now looking at these jobs. I can see these are the ones I've chosen to follow, and you can see here these are all ones I've already applied to. So I want to create a new search, and I click on our search button. A couple things that are new here, one of which, if I go ahead and just click on search with nothing there, I get a list of all the current jobs that are in the system, and then I can click on any one of these things to filter out what it is I choose to look at. So full-time search, I can see, great, I only want to look at those. And if I'm interested, I say, well, I really only want to look at those that are going to be expire in the next 15 days. I can click the search and see if that changes what I look at. And in this case, it does, right? So I could choose to follow the job, right? And oh, I'm already following that job. Okay, so I can follow the programmer, Java programmer. And it says I'm now following the Java programmer, you can see up there. And if I go back to my jobs, I can then say, I can see what's going on with this. I can choose to follow it at any time. I could choose to delete it from my list. And we will be adding some sorting criteria. So if you have too many, you can choose which they sort. Let's say I want to apply to this one. We've streamlined the application process a little bit. So I can say, choose a file to upload. We'll go back to this as a document. Oh, the employer has requested a cover letter here as well. So I can go here and say, okay, we'll use that. And I submit these documents. And the final thing I'd like to show you in this clip is application developer, I believe, was the one I just applied to. And nope. Okay, so here I'm looking at the one I applied to, and I can click on the documents I chose. The big feature about this is that this means there's no longer any need for a student to be storing documents in the system. They can use their desktop and view them at any time for what they applied.